Hey YouTube, Test Jess 1 here. I finally got my Whiplash Mark II from Hot Toys. It's the MMS 237 DO6, which is the Movie Masterpiece series. First diecast I've ever owned, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not going to go into all the articulation. All I can say is be very careful on how much you pose it, because you can possibly overpose it and break some parts. The only issue I had with this figure was that the right arm doesn't switch on, and that's on the on position, but the left one does. It's not a fantastic light up feature anyway, so I'm not too peeved about that, but I do want to have some sort of discount or some sort of refund for this. But I still love it, really happy with the design of the whole thing. I will show you a couple of features and pretty much round up the video. What I do like about this is the recoil and the flap, which does help with your posing ability on the arm, so I'm really happy about that. I love at the back here the recoil, also in the electric lead that comes out of his shoulder, so you can help with the bending of the arm. Very clever. One of my little lights there. I love the sculpt on Mickey Rourke's head. There's so much detail being put into it. The beading and the sweat on his head. The eyes are spot on. Fantastic piece. The die-cast chest plate, I love that. Shame that they didn't do the broken piece the same. It's plastic, but that's alright. What else do I like? Oh yeah, down here, I'll take him off the stand. Be a bit easier. Just be careful where you grab it too. It's quite delicate in some areas, so you should really treat it with the kitty gloves. I like this feature here. I'll just lift the panel up. The movement, the second two-stage movements, which is the free flow slots that they have here, and the slide motion they have with the shock. This shocky moves up and down. Also down here there's a slide movement down here near the shin, which pops the knee. Pop. Really impressed with the design of that. You know, I do like the flaps that come forward. You got these little braces on the side here that sort of secure the pose, which you can push up just there. It supports the flaps. You can open up at the front here. This is where I had the issue with this panel here that's unglued, but it's not broken, so I'll have to glue that. That's alright, it's no biggie. So there is quite a bit of die cast in it from what I can feel. I know the calf here, this calf panel is die cast, and I'm pretty sure the under panel here of this leg is die cast. The flaps are just plastic. You have, I think those chest or abdomen panels are metal, and there's quite a bit of metal all around. This part is metal here. It's hard to tell in some areas, but a lot of the shoulder area is plastic, which I can understand, you know. The actual mask I thought would have been die cast, but that's plastic as well, so the head's no metal on there. I love the lighting on the side of the neck panels here. Also, I'm just in awe of it, to tell you the truth. It's for a first die cast. I'm really impressed, and the design of the way they've simplified the base here, or diorama, or whatever you want to call it. You know, messed up bits of robot all over the place, a big oil spill from some of the robot, metal shaft, very easy crutch grabber here that's not going to get in the way or spring out and scratch your paintwork. It would have been good if that was probably more of a softer, like a rubber, or have a rubber on the outside, but it doesn't matter. That's fine, plastic. So it sits in there really well. There's plenty of room around the feet. So I'll just put him back there. I've opened some of the feet area, the feet boots. I've opened some of it up. You can do whatever you really like down below. Just put it down there. Yeah, I just opened some of the panels here and kicked some up, and yeah, like that sort of thing. Gonna keep it simple, guys. The electric lighting is pretty average, but the overall, I'm gonna have to say it's almost a full thumbs up. Almost, just a couple of little things that held it back from being a full thumbs up. But as far as the body, the way it looks, it's definitely a full thumbs up. So yeah, a little disappointing about the light not working, but other than that, I'm very, very excited. So yeah, get out there and get it. I wouldn't, if you're thinking about it or you're not sure, the details in this back definitely will convince you. just the articulated, or the hydraulic rams that are in the back here don't really have anything to do with the arms posing, but when you start pulling, which I'll just zoom back a bit, pulling back, you can lift his waist, which gives you a 30-degree pose. You can lift the arms up. You got these panels that will give a bit. Open them up if you want to lift his arms right up, and then close them back down. But just be careful. You can actually keep them down. Yeah, it lifts, so it gives you that good articulation. That's another thing I loved about this, and anyone who wants to know, there is a little bit of ab crunch. So don't expect a whole hell of a lot, but it does move. It definitely does move, and then you can put the head down, thrust forward and backwards, so you can pull it down. So that's sort of a pretty good feature. And also, the other thing I liked is the arms pop out a bit, so it gives you that extra bit of area to pose the arms. So I close that back down. Yeah, so it does have a lot of good features on it. So I'd love, yeah, as I said, I love the sculpt, just the overall look of it. I'll just spin it around. The bulkiness of him, the huge shoulders, and then the back. Oh, sick. With the right lighting, you'll be able to make this a really good feature in your DTOF for your display. I'm really happy with it. I'm not disappointed that I got it. Definitely, it's for a first die-cast piece. Yeah, I'm blown away, to tell you the truth. I actually brought my, excuse me, my Mark 1. Tony Stark, which is smaller when you're standing him next to the Whiplash Mark 2 here. So, but I thought it might have been the base, and then I tried to stand him next to him, and he's a little bit short. So I'm not sure if Mickey Rourke's that big. I know he's tall, but I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is that small either, so I'd say he'd be about there. Hard to tell. But yeah, still, that's the only other Iron Man I have. So I'm not a big Iron Man collector. So these two are going to be displayed on my Detolf together. I'm contemplating the Mark 6. Well, I prefer to have a die-cast version of it, but if I can't get that, I'm probably just going to leave it like it is. Who knows? See what happens. I'm not an Avengers collector either, so I'm strictly the Iron Man. So yeah, I don't want to branch out into Avengers as well. Yeah, so take it or leave it, guys. Tell me what you think. Are you getting it? If you're not getting it, why you're not getting it? Anything, shoot away. That's it for me. I've covered the things I love about this figure, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Yeah, I'll test just one out. Catch ya.